Here's a video about we should all get our shot. That's what they're talking about. And what's your reason why not?
Part of that study that is really impressive. Among the deaths in the study, there were 8 deaths among the placebo
Talking
group,
about the pill,
and no
the new pill.
Among those who took the medication. That's very impressive. So we really look forward to the implementation of this and to its effect on people who are infected.
Thank you, Tony.
And obviously has a lot of importance when it comes to viruses in general, but you mentioned vaccines before. Are you worried that people hearing about this might say, oh, I'll just take the pill and not get a vaccine?
Well, I'm sure there are people that are going to say that, and I would just reach out to them and say, it is not a situation where it is okay. It is never okay to get infected. You know, you heard the numbers. It decreased the risk of this pill did of hospitalizations and death by 50%. You know the way to decrease the risk by 100%? Don't get infected in the first place.
So some states and cities, like where we are in Washington, D.C., they are seeing thousands of new requests for religious exemptions to the coronavirus. Do you know of any major religion, and this, of course, getting a vaccine for the coronavirus, do you know any major religion that opposes a vaccine? And how worried are you that people are abusing religious and medical exemptions in order to not get a vaccine that either
she said 100 million people ain't vaccinated.
Their company requires?
Well, Dana, we looked at this years ago when people were claiming religious exemptions to avoid getting measles vaccines when we had the measles outbreak in certain clusters of under-vaccinated people. There are precious few religions that actually say you cannot do that. I mean, very, very few. I mean, literally less than a handful. But people, you know, sometimes confuse a philosophical objection with a religious objection. When you talk about actually established religions, there are so few of those that actually will not allow you to get vaccinated.
So how do you, though, tell somebody that their faith doesn't, if they say this is my faith, and it doesn't fall into that traditional religion, and then on the flip side, how do you kind of tell whether or not that's just an excuse?
Yeah, no, Dana, that's going to be very difficult. I would hope that people would understand that all of this is for their benefit, for the safety of themselves, their family, and their societal responsibility. You know, other situations locally have dealt with that. There was a situation back in California years ago when Governor Jerry Brown was the governor, and he said no religious exemptions because of the fact that it was being abused. I'm not sure how it's going to roll out. I just would encourage people to realize the importance of this to get this outbreak under control. The idea of getting vaccinated, for example, getting children in school vaccinated, which is gone right now with Governor Newsom in California, things like that are not new. I mean, there are school situations where I know my own children had to get vaccinated with a variety of vaccines in order to be able to go to school.
And real quick,
but they were tested vaccines, y'all. He keeps playing it off like, we just got to do it. Look, we're not fighting anything. We're just, you know, we've been... So y'all didn't hear the Rand Paul video. Rand Paul just did an argument yesterday, 2 days ago, October the 2nd, in the Senate, and fought against these people that are pushing the vaccine. In Israel, they found out people that got their natural vaccine, just like their own antibodies, were healthier than the people that got the shot and then got sick. All kind of stuff. We're just... Our religion is the one that says we're scared. Like, why do we need graphene in our bodies? I mean, come on, that's something we made. We don't even know how that's going to react in our body. It might get lodged in our brains, y'all. I apologize. That's what they said on CNN, so... Here it goes.
There's nothing new about that.
Should other states follow California's lead and require kids to get vaccinated for the coronavirus to go to school?
Of course.
You know, I'm not going to be recommending things to other states. I'll let the leaders of those states.
Ooh,
but
smart
I think
move.
what the governor did in California was something that was sound judgment.
Dr. Fauci, stick around because we have a lot more to discuss, including a surprising reason
more
many
makeup on your
Republicans
one cheek, ma'am.
believe COVID-19 is spreading, and it has nothing to do with vaccines or masks. Stay with us.
Exactly.
We'll be right back.